super cycle is not just a prediction about the future.
I need that Bobo boy, like I need you in my life. Share that Bobo coin, like I was your wife. We've been through the lows, now it's up only in sight. Just let that Bobo ride while I hold you tonight. Late night, screens glowing, you've been watching the charts, but I'm more worried about the way we've been falling apart. You say the Bobo changed me, I say Bobo just proved I'm the one who held it down when you had nothing to lose. You were down in the red, I was down for the ride. Now that bag getting heavy and the trust getting light. I don't want Bobo billions if it's billions without you, cause the money feel empty if I'm not next to you. Phone full of charts, but I'm missing your call. Everybody wants you now, wasn't there for the fall. I'm trying to balance the love in the trenches in my mind. If I lose you for profit, that's a loss. I need that Bobo coin, like I need you in my life. Share that Bobo coin, like I was your wife. We've been through the lows, now it's up only in sight. Just let that Bobo ride while I hold you tonight.
The meme coin super cycle is not just a prediction about the future. It's already happening.
Hello everyone. It is meme coin summer, I guess. Sure, why not? Maybe not. But while I hold you, man, that one's so good. That one came out so good. I ain't gonna lie. Some of these, what you hear is just like the best of the best that I prompt. So like, not everything is gonna sound like that, but like some come out, you know, pretty decent. That one was the winner for that. And of course we have the, you know, the Tejano songs. Hey, these go pretty hard though.
Entré bien tranquilo al baile del pueblo, sombrero ladeado, botita café. Tú con tus lentes cruzados de brazos, mirando pa' todos menos a tu fe. ¡Que mira, bobo! Si aquí no debes nada, me miras de reojo, la cara colorada. ¡Que mira, bobo! Si tú ni me conoces, mejor agarra ritmo y canta estas voces. ¡Que mira, bobo! ¡Que mira, bobo! Bailé con tu ex en una vuelta robada, tú duro en la barra pegado al mezcal. Yo risa y risa, la banda encendida y tú con tu orgullo nomás viendo mal. ¡Que mira, bobo! Si aquí no debes nada, me miras de reojo, la cara colorada. ¡Que mira, bobo! Si tú ni me conoces, mejor agarra ritmo y canta estas voces. ¡Que mira, bobo! ¡Que mira, bobo!
There you go. That's just a little bit of that. We'll go ahead and stop all that quick. I have way too much fun with that though. Way too much fun. You know, I used to make rap beats and stuff, so I was in the producing game. I think there's a few other Bobo council members, Bobo holders, who are also pretty good in you know, the beat make game, I should say, or like the producer game. It's kind of great. There's a lot of people in music, or that used to be in music, that you know, they ventured over to crypto instead, and I know why they did, because you know, you pour your heart and soul into like an instrumental, and then somebody wants to buy it for $20. It's really not, you know, paying the bills. Bruh. So people were like, oh, you know, trading, maybe I should check this out, and then they got into like crypto trading and stuff like that. So I mean, that's when I did it back in you know, 2017, 2016. So I don't know, everybody has a different journey though. It's just like, especially in like the music business, you know, I got to a point where I was like, you know, I'm kind of like semi-successful at it. I was like working with some bigger artists, and then I you know, I crossed that line and I saw what the numbers were when you actually, you know, kind of got in with those people. And I was like, wow, this is, it's kind of shitty. Like, you need a damn miracle to happen just to make, you know, 6 figures on a track. Most of the times there's people going gold or even platinum that weren't making 6 figures off those tracks, and they were like beat makers because they have these publishing deals. And well, it depends on what you got. It depends on what kind of deal you got. But if you're just like some guy making beats or whatever, you're just getting a small sliver of it, and they got to pay the singer, songwriter, the other producer, maybe a mixing engineer, and then they got to pay the label. And then by the time it gets to you, the person who actually made the instrumental, the music that people are listening to, you don't get hardly anything.
Bruh.
It just all depends. I don't know. And I was like, this sucks. And at that, you know, then you're kind of just like a slave to everybody too. At that point, you're just like, you know, you're not even really an artist. They're just like, make what I want. And you're like, okay. So you end up kind of being like one of those dudes on a street corner where they're like, hey, draw this. And you're like, sure.
Bruh.
I'll just draw that. Even you're just like the most talented artist ever, but you just end up working in, you know, Central Park, just drawing random pictures of people. That's because it makes more money. I don't know. But with trading, you can be your own boss, and you know, you can lose all the money by yourself. You know, looking good. You know, we got the glasses on. You know, I don't even know. These aren't really pit vipers. These are just the Macho Man. I think these are Oakleys. These are Oakleys, maybe. I'm not sure. It was weird when I saw pit vipers for the first time. I just assumed like those were the Macho Man glasses, but I don't know. They definitely got their style from it. Hello Yeti. Hello Monkey. We're doing all right. We're doing okay. There's a lot going on in the market. Actually, I spent pretty much the entire day cloud coding and automating processes. I went out and I got I know this is kind of lame. It might be boomer. I don't know. I got a whiteboard, and I just started writing down on the whiteboard like everything that I wake up and do every day. And then I was like, so I could just visualize it, see it, and then I'm like, I want to automate as much as this as I can, so it frees up time to do other things. So I've pretty much automated most of what I do. It's just like there's some things I can't really automate yet. Like I'm really hands-on with like the Bobo account or just the meme creation. You can automate prompts or whatever based off news events, but I feel like it's not really there yet. It will be probably in about a year or so. I think you'll be able to just generate really good animated like comic book, like comic style strips of just news events or whatever, and just insert the Bobo character into them and just have some really funny memes based on, you know, market news as it happens. That's going to be insane. It's going to be like, I've just always thought about that, like the way it's moving, and not a lot of other people are talking about that because nobody else really, I don't know, meme content. It's like everybody's talking about contracts and charts more than memes themselves now. Nobody's really, you know, trying to push the envelope of, you know, meme creation or whatever. But it's like you'll be able to automate these memes in real time. So it's like the comic section in a newspaper from, you know, the 70s, 80s, 60s, or earlier than that. You'll be able to make those in real time, just like as the timeline happens. So just like, for instance, we're refreshing the timeline right now, and the AI will pick up on, you know, this tweet right here from Smolting talking about Arthur Hayes. It'll just render a meme and instantly post it or create something based off of that using the Bobo character. And it'll do a good job of it. And it's going to be like insane for that to happen. And it's like, I don't know, man. It's like, those are the things that I keep thinking about, and I kind of want to be on the forefront of it and do it before everybody else does, but it's coming in like probably, I don't know, I want to say every time I'm like, oh yeah, 2 years, but then it all happens so fast. It happens a lot faster than anybody thinks, but I'm thinking probably a year, you know, because Higgsfield is getting pretty crazy. But yeah, you can just put a character into any of these AI protocols and you'll just be able to hash stuff out like crazy. That's why I think if you're a meme like coin, and you know, there's some meme coins that are just like trend coins. They don't even like have a character, but I feel if you have a character, you have a significant leg up on everybody else right now. Because you'll be able to put them in all these prompts and just create, you know, endless content based on just the moment. It's insane. He'll be like a real life functioning, you know, entity. Like he'll have, you know, his own opinions just on the fly, and it's just gonna be insane. Like, I don't know. it's really crazy to think about. He said Bobina. You know, yeah, Bobina. That's another great character. Just all kinds of stuff. Monkey says, sorry, I'm drunk. Don't mind me. I can't do that. Respect. My mom says I'm a character. Chat, am I cooked? You are a character. Monkey's a character. Monkey's a very good character. Deserves a lot more attention. You know, Monkey is, you know, or the Monkey the Ape character. We've seen about, I wouldn't say, you know, 1 million of those, and you're the one that is like holding it down. You know, you're holding it down for that character more so than anybody else that I've ever seen in crypto. And it's obviously a good character because it stays. It has stood the test of time. It's really sticking around. So it is one of the better like derivatives of I don't know, you know, more Apustasia derivative type. You know, it's kind of like Bobo. Bobo is, you know, whatever. It's just a graffiti frog. You know, whatever your frog meme is. It could be Groiper. It could be Pepe. It could be, you know, Peepo. Whatever. And it's just we'll graffiti it, make it a bear, and now it's a Bobo. So Bobo is just kind of universal. So it's kind of like that. He definitely has like a color code and you know, that dark gray, light gray mouth and stuff. You know, people use him more than Harambe. Feels like, well, you know, Harambe, that's a whole nother story. I shouldn't say that. I won't say that. Bruh. But they do use him a lot. Bobo coded. Snib snabbing. Yeah, so Snibu went up like crazy, right? I haven't even looked at Snib. I was looking at the man. I'm gonna try my best not to go on a rant. I think everybody knows how I feel about that whole Wojak situation, and I'm just not like. I just don't want them to think like I abandoned it. I just am like, you know, I'm focusing on Bobo. You guys know how I feel about it, is all I'm trying to say. Where the hell is Snibu? It says progress 100%, but is that like, I guess it's just because it went up so fast that it's like, it's not updating on there? I don't know. But Snibu caught a monster bid, went all the way up to a grand total of 400K. Well, it's a monster. It is a monster bid for Snibu and Snibu coins, because Snibu coins historically, you know, what was like the all-time high for the older Snibu that was on Ethereum? Let me go check that real quick. It doesn't even pop up anymore. Oh my gosh, it doesn't even pop up. So that right there tells you why this run up is significant, because you know, these Snibu coins just kind of disappear. The crab comes and he goes, but this crab is making a lot of commotion right now. So, you know, and it's run by I believe Goldrobe and others, possibly. I'm not too sure. I know I just call it Goldrobe's coin, but I'm not really sure who all runs it together or whatever. But Snibu is you know, doing his crab thing right now. It was a really, really good move for Snibu. Took some profit on it. You know, if you've been holding Snibu for, you know, months and months and months at 50K, and you take some profit at 400K, you know, it's cool. But Snibu's making moves. It's snapping. Snip snap right now. Thoughts on the Groiper page? I don't know. We can talk about that. I had people attacking me because you know how we can really get into it. We can get into it. Mr. Goldrobe, salute. Mr. Goldrobe has been on a tear right now. Snibu, OG Doge, which is at 7.1 mil. Things ran up really hard and now they're kind of like on a pullback. 50% pullback, just like Snibu, just on a different kind of time frame. Where is that Fibonacci that I rarely ever use? Never use fibs. Ever. I'm not a fib person at all. I would never lie. There it is. The golden retrace zone is what they would call it, I believe. Mitch Ray would be like, hey, you're using this incorrectly, I'm sure. I don't know. Mitch Ray, TA, is really good at the fib stuff. I just try to pick up on it the best I can, but I believe I did it right. So swing low, swing high, that they say. And then the golden retrace zone, you're about there right now. And this is typically where you would bid after a significant run-up. So this would be about the same for the Snibu chart. But 7 mil. 7 mil for the original Doge. And this was getting shilled in the chat for weeks on end. So if you have been tuning into the streams, you've seen me talk about this. You've seen others in the chat talk about it, and it had a huge run-up. So, shout out to everybody that was an OG Doge. You're having a really good run right now. I guess it's getting some recognition from actual OG Doge holders. It is a pretty cool story. If you don't know what it is this guy right here. He posted the Doge meme on Reddit, and he's basically the reason why it's called Doge. He said, look at this Doge. And that was the first instance of the meme being posted on Reddit. That's the lore. I did not know that. But then the chat brought that to my attention a few weeks, maybe even months ago. I don't know. And there it is. I apologize, Rec. Return to real memes. No, it's all good. It's all good. The Groiper, like I said, the Groiper meme. I will say this: I hold no allegiance to any Groiper. If you're the Groiper, you're the Groiper. So these people, they can say whatever they want to me. They can attack me, whatever. I rep, I'm in the Bobo clique, the Bobo gang. We're over here, the Bobo council. So, like, I don't really know. Like, all I know from what I've seen so far in like this Groiper coin, let me just go to your page real quick, is you are very, very good at memeing. Like, you are very, very good at memeing, and that's like the first sign of something might do really, really well. Like, these, to me, like, these are all, I don't know. The memeing is really impressive to me. So I don't know what's going on, but it's pretty fire. Like, if you stick with it, I'm just saying. I'm still observing is what I'm saying, because your posting is absolutely fire. So I'm just like, it seems to me like you're like an OG like Biz or like 4chan poster, like maybe poll political. I don't know where most of the Groipers congregate. I don't know, I'm just like a Biz poster for the most part. I'm the Bobo guy. I don't know where the Groipers are most of the time. I see the memes everywhere, so I'm just gonna take this meme and I'm gonna turn it into a bear. That's my job. But just so you know, we family, says Monkey. Hey Rect, I won't attack you. Janny is still cleaning. Yeah, this is where I live right here. I live over here. This is bruh. On Biz. Now, if I go to poll though, if I go to political, which I'm kind of scared to. We see the Groipers on Biz every once in a while. I'm actually really surprised a Groiper coin hasn't like gone crazy yet. And I've said this on stream a lot. And you know, I was mentioning Groyper coins like last year. Before that, even it was like Ethereum, and there was another one on Solana, and I was just charting both of those, and then I was getting attacked by those two communities like, oh, we're the real one, we're the real one, no, we're the real one. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna chill, I'm not gonna talk about the Groypers anymore. Like, y'all just do your Groyper thing, and I will just be supportive of the one that finally pops off and does great. You know, I'll be like, cool, whatever. I love the meme. I just enjoy the meme. It's just, I want to stay out of the way because there's some meme lords. All right, there's some fucking meme gods, and those are the people I do not want to get in their way or be on their bad side. And there's like multiple cliques of them, so it's like, I don't know. I'm in the Bobo wars constantly. I've had to fend off other, you know, evil clones constantly. You know, we had the clone wars for Bobo, and you know, I don't know. So I'm just observing. All right. And so anyway, I was in like kind of in like the Groyper wars last year. You see, this coin's like a year and 30 days old. This one's like 2 years old. So I had like the OG war, and then, you know, the PumpFun, the new guy on the block, the Solana one comes along, and they were like, no, we're real. No, fuck you, Rect. This one's real. No, fuck you. Why is he talking about fuck you? You know, just bruh. And then I come back like 4 or 5 days later, or like 4 or 5 days ago, and I'm like, the Telegram one is apparently the leader. So then I was really confused, because I was like, damn, y'all were like yelling at me and telling me, you know, you're the best. But so then y'all ended up just like leaving, or what? Like, what happened? I don't even know the lore between like because these two ones right here were beefing crazy. Did they just like kill each other? Like, they just fought to the death? Like,
The meme coin super cycle is not just a prediction about the future. It's already happening.
and then this one came along, the Telegram one, and then just like kind of scooped up, you know, the pieces. Or maybe they merged. Maybe they did a Wojak CTO. I don't know. No, but this one, look, this one says it's older. This one says, see, here we fucking go, man. This one says 2 years, 10 months. But hold on, let me see here. Did they just like pick up on that narrative, you know? Like, yeah, look. They're like, oh, actually the one on Telegram is the oldest. It was created in July of 2023. Actually. Is that what happened? Okay. Then we run with that. And then you got Himothy, who just comes out of nowhere, Himothy, and he's just like going absolutely ham on the timeline. And I haven't seen anyone meme like this well in a while. I'm just being real and full transparency. Himothy came in the chat. I'm so glad it was recorded. But Ton Groyper is 3 years old. Okay, yeah, that one I just saw. That one's all the way from 2023. I'm so glad it was recorded, because Himothy came in the chat. He was like, hey, I'm gonna send a Groyper. And I was like, okay, cool. He was like, care if I send you some? I was like, sure, whatever, man. I did not know that Himothy was gonna go this hard. All right, this dude is apparently a meme lord. I am just like, all right, cool. I mean, go look at his page. You're just gonna be like, holy shit, this guy can meme really well. He's really good at socials, you know. Look, I haven't even seen some of these memes. I'm like, are you creating these on the fly? Are you cooking right now? I'm just saying, man, because the Groyper stuff is like, I mean, I said it myself. I know you found that old message or that old post from me where I was just kind of mentioning that Groyper had taken like the role of Pepe, because, you know, Pepe, I don't want to say this. Pepe got soft, I guess. You know, Pepe was like the alt-right, the edgy meme or whatever, you would type in Pepe and it wouldn't pop up, right? Now, when you type in Groiper, that doesn't pop up. But when you type in Pepe, it shows up everywhere because it's like evolved into a kinder, gentler frog. So Groiper came along, Groiper has evolved into that edgy frog. And now it's kind of like history repeating because the Groipers are, I don't know what candidate they're endorsing yet, but it feels like, when Pepe was endorsing Trump in 2016, there was a movement that helped Trump get elected. Now you got the Groipers kind of doing that same type of movement in 2028 for a new candidate. So there's like some parallels there. And I feel like Groiper, it's probably really early to it, but this is, the edgy frog now. It's just evolved. This is what Pepe used to be, is what I'm saying. And you can hate me for saying that. You can do this to me. You can stomp me out. I don't know. That's just kind of how I look at it. And that's my take on all the Groiper stuff. I'm just like, may the best meme lord win. All right? May the best meme lord win. I just made this one today. Right?
Bruh.
Just may the best meme lord win. Tell Bobo to chill with the red candles if you want to talk with him. Yeah, Bobo, just chill with the red candles. Can you send the bears to sleep already? I'm tired of the red. Honestly, it's been a while. Like, Bears are up massively. This is like watching a baseball game and the other team is up like 30-0 and you're just like, okay. It's getting a little out of hand now. Just a little bit. For the charts. It's just getting a little out of hand. Bobo is doing his best to paint the most beautiful chart. It's like I've never seen so many candles, just like this red walk down. But it's like it's going sideways. But somehow, some way, Bobo is I've never seen a chart go sideways, but it has like, so much prominent red. It's insane. I don't know. It started off at 6.9 mil, pumped up to, I believe we were pumped up to like 20. Now we're just kind of resting around 8. So we're right in the middle. Yeah. But like I said, it's pretty much the same deal. Like if you go to Troll and you go to May 4th, like you start where we started, it's basically the same chart. So this is exactly where Bobo started right here. And this is the Troll chart. So you go back, look at Bobo. Pretty much same sell-off type deal. So that's just like state of things. Solana, this is our LP pair. Our beautiful LP pair, Solana. We like to get in the mud though, unlike the USDC pairs out there who just don't even want to be a part of crypto anymore. They just completely ran away, started launching USDC pairs. Shout out to Joshua. By the way, I hope Joshua does well. I really do. I hope Joshua does well. They're doing a lot with like the profile pictures right now. They got a little Joshua army. And that meme, said that earlier, that meme deserves to take off. And it does. It kind of looks like it wants to take off. And Groiper deserves to take off too, by the way. I think Joshua is looking pretty strong right now. I haven't seen a Joshua meme look the strong. I don't know. Like the other one ran higher. I think the other one ran to like 20 mil, right? Like the best one that's ever launched, I guess. If you want to say that. But this chart looks a lot stronger because it's showing a lot more strength, like going sideways and surviving for, what is it now? A couple weeks? Maybe? Like a week? I'll say like a week and a half. That's a long ass time for a Joshua though, because this dog has been traumatized. That chart looks really nice though. The breakout trying to happen on the 4 hour right now on Joshua. I think the chart looks really strong. And also, Ansem said,
Bruh.
we need to start buying things at higher valuations if we really want to see them fly. And I agree. I think people need to start looking at the USD price. Like, we need to start sending things to $1 and above again. Start buying things because they're under a penny. You know, start dreaming again. That's what we used to do with Doge. Doge was half of a penny. I don't even know what the fucking market cap of Doge was when I was buying it for a fraction of a penny. I just knew. I was like, if this goes to $1, I'm going to have, one Doge will equal $1. I'm going to have this many dollars, I'm going to have $100,000, $200,000, however many Doge coins I had at the time. So I was just accumulating as many Doge coins as possible. And I was like, this is going to be worth a lot of money one day. I'm going to be a millionaire because I have 1 million Doge coins. And it's like, a fraction of a penny. That is how we used to trade. Now everybody just looks at the market cap. Like, that's it. Like, oh, you can see how everybody in the space talks too. They're like, oh, 5 mil topper, 10 mil topper. This went to 20 mil. No, bitch, it went to a penny. It went to 2 cents. It's cheap. Have you ever looked at a penny? Like, they look like shit. It's worthless. It's a penny. It's 2 cents. We need to start valuing things differently. Start talking differently, like we used to. Like, send it to $1. Send it to $2. If we all traded in different, values or denoms than what we're doing right now, like, who cares if it's 5 mil, 10 mil? Like, Joshua is 0.005. It is a half of a penny. It's all how you frame it. It's all how you talk. Like, and that is how much much more bullish. Buller. There's a new word. That's how much more bullish the space used to be. Because everybody's talking in market caps. They should just completely take the market cap away and just have the USD price. 0.005, 1 cent, 2 cents, 3 cents. Guarantee you stuff would send harder. People are just so terrified of the market cap. That's why Bobo is just like, people don't buy Bobo right. Bobo's sitting at 7, 8, 9, 10 mil. People aren't buying Bobo right now because they believe it's going to 5 mil. They don't buy it right now because it's going to 10 or 20 mil topper. They're buying Bobo right now, or they're buying things that are above 5 mil right now because they believe they can go to $1 and above. So, that just shows you there's not a lot of people in this market that are trading, in that same mindset. Why are they ignoring Bobo? It's because nobody in this space believes that any of these coins can go to $1. The people buying Bobo right now believe it can go to $1 because it's already valued at a higher market cap than 99% of these coins on PumpFun. Like, it's just broke mindset. Like, it is why we're in this position right now. Like, as a whole meme sector. Send shit to $1 and above. When things start breaking out and breaking the cycle and going higher than like 50 cents, 25 cents. I don't know who has to do it first. Maybe it's Troll, who OG Doge. We don't know exactly who it could be, but you need to see multiple runners. It's not just one coin that's going to do it. You have to see multiple coins going above 25 cents, going above 50 cents, going upper echelons of $1, $2 to just break this bullshit broke mindset that we're all in. We're all looking at this right here. Look, even Dex Screener, they highlight the market cap. Nothing else. Just blue. Look at the market cap. Look at it.
Bruh.
What the fuck? It's like the price. You can't even see the price. Like, we even have it to where every coin is like the same supply. So it even makes more sense to look at the US dollar value of the token itself. Because everything's a billion. Before it'd be like SHIB, it'd be like, 0.00001, or Pepe is like 0.00. No. Everything is like a billion. You got everybody's on the same playing field, but everyone wants to look at market cap for whatever reason. I don't know. It's crazy. It's all bullshit. I've reached 100 messages today with Restream, says Restream. Man's revved up though. What did I miss? Garbetsky. Bobo 80.8. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, I'm just saying, like, I don't know. People need to raise their damn targets. It's not even raising your targets, just looking at everything differently. I'm just like, like I said, I had no idea what the market cap of Doge was when I first started. But now people come into this space, and I think it's from top to bottom. Even these like big platforms or big accounts, just look at the way they word things. They're like, oh, it hit 10 million market cap. Oh, it hit 20. Oh, it hit 50 mil market cap. Who gives a shit? Like, it's just say, oh, it reached a penny. Oh, it reached 10 cents. You know, it's just the way you frame it. It's just marketing. It's like, we used to frame things so much better than we do now. Like, what is even a mil market cap? Is it like 0.00, like 1/10 of a penny or some shit? Like I said, go look at a penny, and then we're trading fractions of that. You want to know how broke the trenches are right now? You can't even buy anything with a penny anymore, not even a piece of gum. You gotta at least trade in quarters, 25 cents. I don't know, something. Just, I don't know. How did I even get on? How did I get on that rant? Everybody is too worried about who was in certain coins too. Yeah, that's true. And that's another thing, is like, there's so many Coles out there who preach about meme culture, and they don't even make memes. Like 90% don't even make memes, like, at all, or they're just like new and they don't really know anything about meme culture. They know about like the new trend culture. They know about contract culture. They know how to deploy a contract. They post contracts. They don't post memes. They post charts. They don't post memes. You can't really AI a picture of a chart. I guess you could. Maybe you can AI a meme. You know, I don't know. It's like, you got the. It's just like, it just needs to get framed differently, I feel like. But I do believe it is getting worked out, though. It is getting worked out. I feel like the trenches, or like PumpFun or Solana, are better than they were a few months ago. I think other people would agree too. It is kind of slowly starting to turn the page a little bit. It is changing a little bit. Recent post goes out to Rect, says Timothy. What's happening right now, says Tonio. Damn, the vibes are stressed tonight everywhere, I guess. We need to get up. I'm tired of being poor, says Patrick. Return to memes and get away from having to be spoon-fed by Coles. Yeah, that's really what it is. Like, it's kind of crazy that a chart won't even go up unless somebody announces that they bought the dip, or hey, I'm in it, or hey, I just sold, and then it's over. You know, it's like, can anybody think for themselves anymore? Does anybody actually like any of this shit, or do they just want to know if somebody else is in it? Maybe I should like it too, you know. That's how you know 99% of the shit is trash, because you have to question yourself, like, or you actually don't like it. You're just buying it because someone else said to. And when you do that, you're already too late. You're already too late, because they're already allocated to it. They probably got paid by the team or something. They have a fat bag either way, or they bought a bunch at the bottom and then they're going to post about it or whatever. So you already lost anyway. So that's why you're going to continue to be angry over and over and over and over again. But if you find something that's actually dope, or you see like somebody that can actually meme, and then you get conviction in something, you can just like kind of hang out, and there's not that many of those anymore. I would even say something like, let's just talk about like Kins or Kintara. This is a whole different sector. Like, it's like games or whatever. Maybe you play this game and maybe you think it's you think it's awesome. And you're like, this is dope. I have conviction in this. I don't care what the price is. It's 1 penny. We're not gonna say 10 million anymore. We're gonna say 1 penny. It's the Kins coin is 1 penny. Have you seen 1 penny?
Bruh.
Let me go ahead. Just pull it up for you real quick so everybody can look at 1 penny. What it looks like. We're not talking about the red cents that are worth $1 million either. There we go. 1 penny. 1 penny, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. That's what we're talking about. A fraction of a penny. And you're selling. You think that's really shit coins right there. Really shitty. Damn. Fraction of a penny? Peep, Manlet, and Meep. Thoughts on Mojo. Mormon sermon brick by brick. Wednesday night sermon. It's the Wednesday night sermon right now.
Fatality.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
I don't even have any sermon music on here. I'm looking for... It's actually this. This is what it sounds like right here. It's only a fraction of a penny. What do you not understand? It could be way more than that. At least 100 mil. That's what it sounds like. Like, damn, bro, chill out. Okay, we'll go look at my Mojo. Hey, you know what? Inadvertently, Mojo could catch a bid because Austin Powers is coming out with a new movie. You know that. Austin Powers, you know, maybe there's going to be something about, you know, Dr. Evil stealing his mojo again, and Mojo could catch a bid inadvertently. Did you ever think about that? Mojo. Have like Austin Powers Mojo memes or something. Not holding the peasant penny. I'm just saying. It's just so crazy. Like, look at Mojo. Mojo is 0.0001. And I would be like, you know, back in the day, I'd be like, holy shit, if I buy 20,000 Mojo coins, which is $5, you know, 31,000 Mojo coins for $5, I would be like, man, this could be $31,000 one day. That's how I used to think. That's how everybody used to think in 2017. I don't know. Now we're like, man, if I buy $5, maybe I can turn it into $15 or $10. I don't know.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
Cards is pumping. I love Mojo though.
From the kingdom of heaven, please welcome God.
God's candle. Cards is back up. Sound the damn alarms. Sound the alarms. So that means the other things like TCG. Yep, TCG's hurling up too. Trying to catch a big Grail. Going through all the derivatives now. Look at that.
From the kingdom of heaven, please welcome God.
You know, people need to be told what to buy in this market. Hey guys, cards is going up. Let me guess what the gotcha chart looks like. There you go. Let me guess. Free alpha for y'all, Bobo. Who cares? It's at a multi-million market cap. You're still early. That's what I'm saying. People buy Bobo. And it's like, you know, shout out to, you know, Claus, who floods Bobo every day. You know, it's like Bobo could be at 1 mil market cap. Bobo could be at 10 mil market cap. Bobo could be at 20 mil market cap. Everybody that has been holding Bobo for this long, we've seen it all. We just saw all those market caps actually in the last like 6 months, something like that. Right?
You're done.
So we're all buying Bobo Not because we think it could go to 10 million, not because we think it could go to 20, is because we all want it to go to $1 and above. It's Bobo billions, not millions. That's like the whole goal. We've got some OG holders who have seen a lot of market caps with Bobo, all the way up to 230 million. So, which is higher than 99.999% of coins on PumpFun right now, or Solana, just in general. They're all-time highs. Not just right now, but like they're all-time highs ever. Not even an Ethereum Wojak has ever hit that. All right, bounties. We need more bounties. That's one. Yeah, it's like we don't care. Send Bobo to a fucking million, 500,000, so they can just load up and send it to 1 billion already. It's going regardless. We don't care. We don't care. All the FUD, anything anyone says, it just doesn't matter anymore. It really doesn't matter. The coin is there. It's programmed. It's going to get there eventually. I don't give a fuck how long it takes. Doesn't matter. We've been here for 3 years. What's another 500 years? When it's trading at $50 valuations because the world economy has collapsed and everybody has to use Bobo coin because it's the only thing left. The Strait of Hormuz will be trading in Bobo tokens. I know it sounds crazy, but that is literally where we're headed. And actually, I'm building that out right now. I'm just preparing, automating everything, Claude code. Our meme overlords be with us in the future. Bobo will be on the timeline, replying to everything instantly, memeing, and controlling the market. Because he is a market meme. The FUD will be too powerful by 2030. The FUD, like instant Bobo meme FUD on anything you post. AI generate a narrative that claps back at any of these bull posts and create a Bobo meme and reply underneath them in less than 5 seconds after the bull post. It's over. That's it.
You're done.
The FUD will be too good. That is why they won't let us use Mythos. That is why they won't let me use Fable 5. You have a license for that meme, son? You're gonna have to have a license to meme. That's how powerful the memes are gonna be. They're literally trying to... This whole thing with like Mythos and Fable 5 is just them trying to make like... I think like... Well, it's like advertising. It feels like they're advertising their own product too. They're really trying to gas it up. But it does feel like the government wants people to have a license to use AI. Which, at some point, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it right now. I don't. Let me ask Claude how I feel about it. Waiting until migration over, and then I'm loading up heavy, even though I have a lot already, says Pumpsky. Bobo at 8 million full port. I don't know if Bobo goes to 1 million, how a full port. Yeah, I know, like everybody would. That's what I'm saying. It's like all the Pepe wells would rush to full port, and then they'd be like, "You work for me now."
You're done.
What they do, bro. That's the worst. It's like Bobo was at like, I think, well, Bobo was at like 20 mil, and it went all the way back to like 1 mil or 2 mil on Ethereum or something like that. And then James Wynn came in and bought a bunch of Bobo because he was a Pepe well at the time. And then, it's like, then I worked for James Wynn. Fuck.
You're done.
And then so James Wynn ends up, he dumped, I forget how much it was. It was like $250,000 at once on the chart, and then instantly started fudding. Yeah, that's a real thing. James Wynn, he dumped like $250,000 all at once in Bobo. And the liquidity was strong enough to handle it too, which is crazy back then on Ethereum. So he just like full clipped it, we're just gonna full clip $250,000 on your chart, whatever. And then he's like, this coin sucks. Bro, you just made like $250,000 on it. I mean, it can't suck that bad, like.
You're done.
made a lot of money, bro. You're welcome. You're welcome. Now you have nothing. So, I guess Bobo won in the end. Bobo is super undervalued. Bobo billion soon. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just a different time. We were watching people, full clip 100K back and forth on Bobo like 2 years ago. And now, it's been like micromanaged so much. Like, well, just like the Fudsters were, well, I'm just mentioning like Claus. Claus would be like, somebody sold $4,000. Oh no. Oh no.
Touchdown, Bears!
Oh no. Okay. It's required that all 2027 cars have cameras that detect your mental state. I saw that. That's insane. Like that sucks. I don't want that at all. Yeah, fuck James Wynn. And then James Wynn launched a Bobo rug while we were doing the migration. He's like, it's time. The new Bobo is here.
Get over here!
Then he just hard rugged it like after 30 minutes. I was like, what the hell was that? I was pissed because he like used the new logo. Like I changed the logo, got the logo trademarked and everything. I was just trying to do everything really proper. And then he like launched a Bobo rug with the new logo. So I was like, James, you stop that right now.
Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is?
Stop that. I couldn't believe it. Super undervalued. Oh, that Bobina super undervalued as well. I think Bobina might be the only well, who else on Ethereum do we love? Joe Coin. Harry Potter. Wait, you said I'm muted on screen? I could see you now. Sometimes the chat doesn't come through on here. Apu, of course, Apu. Who was I gonna mention? Bobina, of course. Bobina's probably number 1 right now. No, you're cool. No, you're cool. Did you see the Joe drama? They got drama now? I think like we're so cool with Apu now. I don't even know if like us and Apu could ever fight. It was like, well, the thing with like, like Bobo and Apu is like there was never an if and or but of us ever like getting along in the first place, because we come from the same like forum. Like we're all on Biz. Like, so when I saw the Apu people a long time ago when Apu first launched, and I was like, oh, these dudes are shilling on Biz or like 4chan or just these different forums and stuff where I would post memes, and I was like, oh, my people, like these are my people. So I was just like, and like they just recognized me. Like they did like the eye test with me, of course they're gonna come at me, we're like, you really made these Bobo memes, and like and dissect me, and they're like, oh shit, okay, yeah, so you do make these, okay, cool, he's cool, like whatever. And I'm like, oh, you guys make all these Apu memes or like Pepe memes, everybody, I don't know, like, yeah, you're cool, we know. I was like, okay, we're all autistic, oh yeah, cool, yeah,
You're done.
cool, we're all retards. And the IP on the ETH one hasn't oh, you're retarded too, yeah, cool, yeah, us too, so we can't hate each other, we're just all in the big retard group. IP on the ETH one hasn't it doesn't matter or something. There's a Joe on Sol claiming the original creator. Oh god, here we go. Imagine being named James and only be one dude. Yeah, I was like, dudes be named James and there's only one.
You're done.
So it's like, let me guess with the Joe thing. They're like, it's like somebody probably from the inner, like they defected that's their clause. Like their clause, like their rogue admin. He went and he's like, I'm launching my own show. And they're all liars. They're all liars.
Headshot.
This shit's all so screwed up now. It's just insane, bro. Like, dude, the Wojak stuff has me like, I don't know. If somebody out there has been like really in the Wojak drama for a while and you just decide to just say fuck crypto, I wouldn't blame you, because it's so disgusting. Like I'm going on rants. I'm trying really hard not to rant about that one, but you know damn well what you did. You know what you're doing. So much for decentralization, right? Am I right? How come I didn't know about the troll NFT sale? How many did I get? I had 10 of them and I already yeeted them. Like
You're done.
well, I bought them at like 0.01 and I sold them at like 0.04. So I was like, I got a 4x and I yeeted them. But I'm scared though, because usually when I sell, it goes up a lot. So you're welcome. It's going to probably go up to 1 ETH of a troll NFT now. They're going to be like, but that's not all. These troll NFTs have traits, and you're going to be able to claim your own official troll NFT. And I'm just going to like,
And it's gone.
I sold Pudgy Penguins at 0.04 too, just so you know. I was buying Pudgy Penguins at like 0.02, 0.03, and I was selling them at 0.08. And I was like, hell yeah, flipped it. Then they go up to like, 10, 20 ETH. I sold 10 of them. I sold 10 of the trolls. I still got a few in the chamber. But I swept a lot of them because I was like, holy shit, they got an NFT. And I was like, well, they're just like a game NFT. But I could not believe that they were only 0.01, like 0.015. And I was like, holy shit, I'm going to sweep these. Like, does anybody know? And I was looking at the mint and they weren't minted out yet. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, so the market is really asleep right now, because if this was an actual bull market, those would have been, sold out instantly. I guess they did kind of come out of nowhere, but not really, because I went and I looked on chain and I guess it was like 24 days ago they launched, or they started the contract like creation for them. And if it was a real bull market, somebody would have sniffed that out a long time ago and probably just would have mass minted them instantly before they even launched. That's the way it used to be. And now that the fact that they're at, what are they at right now? I'm sure they're pumping after I sold half my stat. Let me go look. Actually, I just yeah, they're gonna pump now. They're gonna pump harder. Yeah, they're already up a little bit. Well, they're about the same, but I bet they go to, I don't know what they go to. I can see them going pretty high though. Maybe point 13. I'm gonna say 0.13 just because of the way they are. That would be my guess. 0.1, maybe higher. I don't know. Maybe they just become like the troll NFTs. I don't know. But I feel like they have a lot of potential, I should say, because they are the first troll NFT, regardless of them all being the same thing. I feel like that is enough lore to push them pretty high, because it's like a historic, NFT, on chain. People value that despite it all just being like the same thing. It could be like an NFT. What's the NFT contract where you just mint the same thing over and over and over again? They could have did that instead of it like this. Like Matt Fury did that. So it's like a card, you know, look at it as like a card collectible and say, these are all PSA 10s and only 3,000 of them exist. Now you look at them in a different light. See, it's all about wording things. You know? It's all about wording. Now, if you're just like, oh, these are all PSA 10 trolls and the population is 3,300. Now they're all worth 30,000 apiece, you know? Why they choose ETH, not Sol? I think they chose ETH because it is its other side, the Bored Apes. So, you know, I will say that Ethereum, you know, they got the NFT thing kind of locked down. I mean, that's why Pudgy Penguins are, you know, they're on Ethereum, but the tokens are on Solana. It's just, I don't know. You know, I just like the tokens are, it's just better on, you know, some things, I don't know. It just depends on the project. It really just depends on the project and what you're doing. I can't really say either way. You know, it really just depends on what you're doing. And they're doing something with Bored Apes, so that's why they're over here. Because they got this guy, this character up here, this little stick figure in the game. So, but, yep, there you go. There are 3,000 PSA 10 trolls here. First edition. That's what they should have said that, like troll PSA 10 first edition. And they'd probably be at like 1 ETH floor right now. I already want to buy back the ones I sold because they're going to start rage pumping now. They're actually going up because I said I sold on stream. And they're like, holy shit. Wrecked is out. Time to send it.
And it's gone.
Beats out, pump it. Can you chart the Groiper frog? Which one? I'm just kidding. I'll chart them all. May the best frog win. I'm just saying, Himothy can meme like pretty damn crazy. And a Groiper coin needs some wild ass memes. No. Never apologize to people who hate you. The Groiper Greg. Greg the Groiper. I don't speak for anyone but myself. Greg the Groiper. The Groipers are you know, I feel like they kind of had a little bit of a call to action. I saw like this there was a recent Fuentes video where he was like, when are the Groipers gonna get together and make me rich, or make us all rich or something? And in my mind I was like, oh shit, what is he talking about? I was like, I know a way. I know one way. I know how the Pepe holders you know, did that. Yeah. It wasn't I don't know, the Pepe thing's weird, man, because it feels like the Pepe thing just kind of came out of nowhere. And you know, I have some feelings about that too, where I don't know, I'll leave it alone. But it's just been so strange to me with how the Groipers are so popular. There really hasn't been a solid Groiper coin yet, so that's one I've just been on the lookout for, because it feels like the same thing with Pepe. You know, there's a lot of Pepes, and then the Pepe that becomes the chosen one just takes off. Like, kind of what I'm looking at with. But anyway, did see that video with Fuentes, and this thing is cool. I mean, like the whole Groiper aesthetic, like it's gonna take off. But when? One thing that isn't cool is this. This is fucking insane. I haven't even read it because I don't want to like throw up all over myself. Just give me instant anxiety. It's gonna piss me off. I don't want to read this because it's just gonna piss me off. The Rape Gang Inquiry Report. I don't want to read this. It's gonna piss me off. Maybe I should read it and get pissed off. We'll save that. Any female born after 1983 can't cook. All they know is McDonald's, charge their phone, twerk, be bisexual, eat hot chip, and lie. Who pissed Patrick off? Pissed Patrick off. Damn, didn't go through again. Plot twist. Pump it now. Holy shit, Himothy is Nick Fuentes. Dude, if Himothy was Nick Fuentes, I'd be like, Nick, why are you talking to me? What did I do? Why are you talking to me? You're a cool guy. What if it... Who is this? Who is Himothy? Building the social graph of finance on FOMO. Follows FOMO. I don't know who Himothy is. But like the way... I don't know, man. Himothy, you have aura already. Letting you know. You have aura. Like a mystique. We're wondering. Pump tokens going to $20. Normalize this. Follower. Frog and very mysterious. Very mysterious. Plot twist. Manlit and Meep charts. Yeah, let's go. Ask me. Oh, one more thing. With the Groiper chart. Everyone's like, okay, so where's Himothy? You have 32%, the top wallet. I'm just along for the ride. If Himothy I'm along for the ride. I don't know. I'm just letting you know that exists, ladies and gentlemen. That I don't know. You tell me. Neat chart. I'm along for the ride. I just want to see a Groiper go to Valhalla. Hold on. Before I go to that one, I gotta go to the Meep one. I keep going around. Meep, is this it? Meep. This is it right here. Look at this cat, bro. What happened? What the heck? What made this happen? Did somebody post about Meep? Like, we're looking at the neat one next. Followed by Monkey. Monkey, you followed this? Join our Telegram community. You are watching a viral meme find footing in the trenches in real time. Meep is the meme. Real time is right now. Buy more Meep. Okay. Cute viral memeable cat creator onboarded 4-length simpleton. Okay, the creator was on board for Meep, so that's why it started taking off. Ran up to 1 million, and it's at 386 right now. Not really too much to chart yet. Got to see where you land, and where you catch a bid. 1 mil run up right now. Oh wait, but you got the creator onboarded. That is the thing right now. The creator coins. Shout out to creator coins, or people that create content. Shout out to the people who make bear memes. There's another Meep launched yesterday. Popcat OG aped. Oh hell, there's already PvP. Popcat lead apparently posted about it. Oh no, okay. The Popcat lead posted about that Meep. Who? Art School? Is Art School the Popcat lead, or does she just pretend she's not? Just pretend. But it died? Okay. There are a couple of Meeps, of course. Meep. Roadrunner. Thicker Meep. Neat. Not Meep. Neat is kind of chilling. Just been chopping sideways. This kind of reminds me of the old the Harry Potter chart back in the day. How it was just like kind of all over the place, sideways, runs up, You know, pretty healthy chart though. I think your support area is right around here, somewhere around 16 mil, where you caught a bid before. I would say almost like 15, but it's still pretty rough. But that would be my area. If it came back down here, that would be my bid right there around 15. Not saying it will. I'm just saying that'd be a good place for an entry. Good place for an entry. I think that gets a pump. Memetics. Yeah, the good memetics. Can't spell neat. Neat backwards is teen. Interesting. The cards, is card still pumping? Yeah, 73 mil. Doing good. All the little TCGs still running. Yeah, TCG's catching more of a bid now. So all those coins that we talked about that were kind of connected with cards, these are just some slow cooks. I do feel like cards is gonna eventually explode higher. I don't know how it ends because all the tokenomic issues, supply control and stuff like that. I don't know. What the unlocks, there's a lot of questions for it. A lot of people are like, oh, you're overthinking it. It's just going to send anyway. Probably. It's going to be like SpaceX. You know what? SpaceX has like 95% of the supply locked up. So it's just trading on just like 4% of the supply. Have you seen that? That's a real thing. I don't know if it's still on the timeline or not. There is, it looks like Wojak, who is butt-ass naked, flying with Bobo to a moon cat. Right there. Manifest. I own the coin. Fuck you, higher. Let's see what the timeline's talking about. Kins popping off. And Kaleo is on a FUD campaign. Kaleo is Bobo coded right now. He's been on a FUD campaign against Sailor and BTC. He saw some things that just pissed him off, I guess, and probably rightfully so. Some of the stuff, he's like really looking into the Sailor deal, and he's kind of angry about it. Honestly, would think the odds would be way higher than 60%. We see 50K before 100K. This is crazy coming from him. Still believe the market sees one last leg lower associated with the master or the MicroStrategy. I always say master. Master. Panic before it hits real bottom. Time perspective, bit to go on. From a price perspective, once again, everyone will try and say Bitcoin is dead, and just like every other time, it'll make a run back to new highs. So yeah, Kaleo is on his bear tip right now. He's on his, I've never seen him like this. This is the first time I've ever seen him bearish since I've been in this space, which is crazy. He's been like one of the biggest bulls, perma bulls in crypto, and just to see him go full on bear and get these targets of Bitcoin going to 30K is pretty nuts. Like, he's saying 30K Bitcoin in August. Pump it. He's very bearish on Sailor, and I haven't read his articles or whatever about, Sailor or what he's researched, but he doesn't like it. Hear me out. We pay people 11% interest to borrow their money. And we spend all that borrowed money on Bitcoin, and get this shit. The way we pay the dividends is by selling the Bitcoin we just bought at a loss. Holy fuck. Strategy. Damn. We have 32 years of dividend coverage through our BTC reserve. You know what? Hey, check this out. Check this out. This is actually not good, man. Kaleo he was early to the FTX debacle too. He was calling out FTX and Sam, and he was saying, hey, these numbers aren't adding up. I know probably a lot of you probably weren't here in 2021, but this was a thing on the timeline, and people were just like, it was eyebrow raising because it was like, oh shit, what's he on here? And he was calling out Sam and Alameda because a lot of these numbers weren't adding up, and he was like, where the hell's the money? He was in that's what it was. He was in a space. There was a space with Sam Bankman, and Kaleo was talking to him, and he asked him a question, and Sam started stumbling around, and I think they were like, oh, Sam has to go now or whatever. If I could find that damn space. Oh, let me try to find that real quick, actually. But yeah, so it's not a good deal when he starts pointing stuff out like that, because more often than not, he's correct. And I'm assuming somebody who is like extremely bullish all the time, like him, for him to go bearish, it has to be pretty damn bad. It's pretty damn bad. So that's not a good sign. We got to get him to put on the Bobo PFP. Let's go Sam. That's this SBF. See if I could find it real fast for you guys. What's Kaleo? It's unlike you to post so much negative content about a person or company like this. What happened? You're right. It is. He's going off. You guys can see. Go ahead and read.
Kaleo, it's unlike you to post so much negative content about a person or company like this. What happened? You're right. It is. And I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't really believe that Sailor and Strategy got greedy with STRC and became a net negative for Bitcoin the way they're currently structured.
Thank you for the NEAT chart. Yeah, I'm bullish on NEAT. I think NEAT, with the space, I'm just really bullish on the ecosystem, and NEAT is a leader in that eco, so they'll be fine as long as the market allows it. If that was just an area that I would bid if NEAT coin pulled back to that area. NEAT is doing all the right things and getting a ton of engagement. It's really, really well run. So, but yeah, there's more of a Kaleo right there talking about it. In that case, we should also talk about your wonky stonks. Okay. One of the shittiest NFT collections ever made, and you still sell it to your followers. What is the difference between your billing that and STRC, both shite? I will still gladly talk about wonky stonks, and I'm still actively investing in stonks in the community, sir. One is an asset offering investors risk-free yield. The other was a free mint for digital art. Oh well. Don't hate on the wonky stonks, man. I actually like the wonky stonks art. Well, that's because I like trading. Where's the wonky stonks? Buy one. You gotta burn some. Too many of them. 8,000 of these. 8,700 of these wonky stonk charts. They're pretty cool. I would like to get one of these canvas and just it'd be a cool printout to hang on the wall. Yeah. I want to buy the most bearish one. Chart type. Bearish. You got that? Indicator. I think the Super Guppy is the most expensive one. Unfortunately, that's my favorite indicator. And the Super Guppies are trading at 0.22 ETH. Oh no. I want to really bearish Super Guppy. It'd probably be this one. A red waterfall. They're cool though. That dude's a hater. Stupid penguin. Tell that penguin to shut up. Shut up, you stupid penguin. What do you know? I do know the troll NFTs are going higher. I see it. Talked about. I said, see, I told you. They're going to go higher. I put the bottom. You're all welcome. They're going to 1 ETH a piece now. You're all welcome. All right? You're all welcome. I was looking for faces. I don't know if it'll pop up. It would be really old. It'd be like something from like 4 years ago. I don't think. SBF had it scrubbed from the market before the timeline, probably. I've decided no new tickers and will only be focusing on coins I currently hold for the time. I like the memes and the communities I'm in. You know, I thought about that too. It's like, damn, at some point it's like we got too many. Shit, even I'm like, got too many tickers, man. We got all the best stuff is kind of like here. It's just like it's rare that something new will come along, you know? Like the best coins still haven't even, or I should say like the best concepts, the best memes still haven't even had their run yet. You know? They haven't had their day in the sun. We're out here doing like new trends every day. Well, let's have, maybe Troll can go on $1 billion run before, you know, maybe we can get Bobo billions. You know? All the memes, like the crypto culture, relevant memes, finance, go on runs. Troll's gonna rip. It will. The NFTs will rip first because I sold. SBF tunes in. He was like, oh, let me go ahead and delete all those real quick. Yeah, the cards meta is probably going to pop. Not even a probably. They're generating revenue. It's kind of like completely decorrelated. Like it's not even, I don't want to say it's not crypto. It's just completely decorrelated from the market. That might just go on its own little run. Groiper. Oh, the Groipers are at war right now. We got the Groiper with Himothy. You know, okay, so like I said, I don't know Himothy, but he's a meme, really good at making memes. He just kind of came out of nowhere. He's in the chat. And he owns 32, there's 32% in this top wallet. But I thought how he did it was really smart, because if you own that much supply, I think he's doing it in the FOMO app. So he goes to the #1 spot on FOMO because he owns all that supply in his wallet, and it looks like he made so much in profit from that supply that's being held in that wallet that it boosts him up to the #1 spot on FOMO. I don't know if anybody else has done that yet, but I thought that was really smart. Now, what he does with it, if he realizes that profit or whatever, I don't know. Hey, if he does, maybe it's lore, and it goes from there. Every other Groiper coin is underneath 1 mil right now, so whatever, bro. He had 38% airdrop to FOMO app guys, and they all cheated. Wow, really? He had oh, so is he trying to prove a point now? So he had 38% and then he airdropped the FOMO app people, and they just all sold? Huh, I gotta research it more then. I'm a collector art guy at heart though, so if it ends up just being me liking them, I think like I referenced, are you talking about the troll NFTs? Because I'm looking at them like they're just, if you look at the troll NFTs, like they're all the same or whatever. If you look at them like they're like a Topps limited edition release, like a trading card that's like all the same, I think you look at them in a different light. There's multiples of Pokemon out there. There's multiples of trading cards. That is kind of like the rookie trading card of troll. If you look at it in that light, you're going to value it a lot more than $40. You're going to probably be like, oh, this is worth $50,000. I don't know. It's all how you frame it. You are the only airdrop that didn't sell his phone. Really? Is that why I have Groiper? Is that why he was in here asking? Is he still airdropping people? Is that why he has all that supply? That's crazy. No, I haven't sold any of it. I did take profit on my Snibu though, but I still believe in Snibu. I mean, damn, it was up. I'm kind of forcing myself to. I say I took profit, but I think I sold like a couple $100, but it was like, I don't know what it went to. It was like a couple thousand, like $8,000, $9,000 or something. And I was like, oh, I'll do like 2, 3. I don't know, I might have did like 400. I don't know. But I was like, well, I better, because I'm probably an idiot if I don't. PumpFun. But I hope no one kills me for it. I've held through the fire. It's like, I haven't touched Snibu at all for months. And I was like, well, something happened, so I'll touch it a little bit. But that's probably it for Snibu. I am trading around in that public wallet though. I want to try to run it up, but it just sucks because I hate selling anything in it, because it's just like people are like, oh, they think I'm like super bearish on something. Like I sold like Evil Ape, like I bought Evil Ape, like Alchemist coin or whatever, and then I sold, and then it's like I still think it could do well though. Like I'm just trying to run that wallet up, just like on a little personal goal. I don't know. I just like trading one wallet and trying to run it. Cook up Himothy. You faded Janny now to, yeah, I know. I kept looking at Janny. This is what I do. So it's not a bearish thing if I sell. I'm letting you know that right now. Or if I ignore, like I ignored OG Doge for weeks and it ran all the way to 13 mil. I sold, some of the troll NFTs and they immediately started pumping. It's like I'll hit some big trades, but for the most part, I will screw things up. But that's just like, it's just being persistent, and eventually something crazy will happen. So if you just look at the way I trade, I lose quite a bit, but then just a random occurrence will happen just because I'm just staying locked in and something just decides to go crazy. But more often than not, you will lose trading. That's what they don't want to tell you. You don't even have to win 50% of the time when you trade to be a profitable trader. That's what they don't tell you. Just need like one thing to go super crazy and you'll probably make, all the money for the year off one trade. It could be. You might make 6 figures off of, $100. I did that earlier in the year on some random ass coin. It was the IMG coin, where it was like you hold it and you get more tokens. I was just scanning Solana and I put like $200 in this shit and it went all the way up to like $200,000. And I posted it and everybody was like, "Oh, you knew about this shit. You knew about that. Like you were in." I was like, "No, bro. That was great." That does not happen a lot either though. That's like I've only had that happen probably in like the 10 years I've been trading, maybe 3 times. And each time it's kind of like during like a bull cycles. It's not, you got to have like a lot of liquidity, people just aping stuff, and you could do it, but it's just really random. So that's kind of like a gauge. Like it's happened 3 times in like 10 years where I've hit something with that like little of a denom into something that high. That's pretty damn good though. You just got to stay locked in for a decade, which is insane. It's just random. To me, that's why I'm like, why are people out here buying lotto tickets at the gas station when they could just be like, slinging shit on chain? I don't know. I always try to tell people too. I'm like, hey, you might actually, you know, realize some gains if you just like hang around and just chill. That's the best part too, like in the trenches and like crypto. Like if you join a community, whether it be Bobo community, the ladies, go create some bobinas, get with the Apu community, just do spaces every night. Just stick around and something crazy will happen. You just need one good hit every year. Yeti. If you in the one on Soul, which one are you talking about? Rex, scroll down so they can see my message. Your I need to see if I can make this larger. Chat box. I don't know. The chat box is fucking. The chat is glitching. Don't tell me that. When is the profits gonna happen? I've been waiting 5 years. Says Patrick. That's like, it's like the Bobo ripping. Well, Bobo right now, I'll say this about Bobo. Bobo right now is in a better position than it's ever been to rip higher than it's ever ripped before. And that's like not even opinion, that's fact. Just we know where everything is now. It's not a mystery. Everything's on chain. There's like significant supply control, supply shock. It has access to everything. You know, it's just a matter of time. It's just, I know you said it's like when, but right now I feel like for the first time in Bobo's entire existence, I feel like 1 billion and above is actually possible. I don't think it, I just didn't think it could do it on Ethereum after everything that transpired. And just the way it was set up with the market cap liquidity ratio, and it just wasn't built out for it. But now it is. And I could say that confidently. So it's just working to get that momentum back, really. I got washed by some of your calls too, Garbinski. Just prosper. I'm talking crypto in general, not just Bobo. Yeah, I mean, I really do feel like there is. Okay, this is my take on the market right now. I said it a few streams before too. I do feel like the market wants to go up right now. And I do think that's why you're seeing a lot of things kind of like decorrelate from whatever the hell Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing. Like you're seeing these like game projects take off. You're seeing trading card meta take off, like cards. I think cards is probably going to go on a crazy run or whatever and just have like those different derivatives take off. You're going to see like just random memes take off despite what's going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum right now. I feel like the Bitcoin shit, like Kaleo is pointing out, is just it's really bearish. It really is. It's really bad. And I feel like the market wants to go up and big money is scared right now. They're terrified because of what's going on with Saylor and Bitcoin. And, Tom Lee is kind of over leveraged in Ethereum. They're scared these big players are going to blow up. We're going to have some catastrophic event like we always do in crypto, whether it's FTX or, Mt. Gox or whatever. And that's what everyone's afraid of right now. So there's a lot of fear in the market for good reason. It's just like, are we going to have to go through that and then rip to the upside once we get these people out? Or are they just going to stick around? And are we just going to have to learn to ignore whatever the hell they're doing and just do our own thing, and the market really separates from what's going on with them? I don't know. It's like we're kind of seeing it a little bit when, Tether just flipped Ethereum the other day. And, Ethereum regained that number 2 spot. And it's like, I don't think it's really Ethereum as much as it's just Bitcoin. So it's like Tom Lee's buying a bunch of Ethereum. It's like, so what? You know, he's buying a bunch of Ethereum. He believes in it. But it's just the Bitcoin stuff, the way it's set up with this whole dividend, like leveraged debt, buy shit on credit, pay. It's like, what the hell are we doing? It's like, all I hear is explosion. As a bear, all I'm hearing, you know, bears are just, you know, licking their chops right now listening to this. Watching Sailor post more memes of like the Titanic. That's all they're doing. So I feel like the market really wants to go up. It's just the Sailor shit is bogging it down. Legitimately. That's why we're seeing things like Hyperliquid go on runs, and it feels like the market wants to transition into new leadership. I don't know if that means, you know, Bitcoin eventually loses its position or what, but I think there's going to be some pretty crazy shakeups in the top 20 in crypto over the next 3 years. So it's nothing that's wrong with Bitcoin. It's just, it's what's going on with Bitcoin. You know, it kind of feels like someone tried to CTO it and now they're doing all this extra shit, you know, like they CTO'd it and they're trying to run it as like their personal like gimmick. It's just like just killing the vibes. What it's doing. ETH will flip. I don't know. I have no, like, this is the cloudiest that the future of crypto has been, I want to say, ever. People are just kind of watching what's transpiring right now. Everybody has a different opinion about it. Some people say it's just a big nothing burger and Bitcoin will continue on. The Sailor stuff is irrelevant. It's just FUD. Others are pointing out to different things. They're saying there's some chinks in the armor and this thing could actually break down. But when I see things like Kaleo getting bearish, that is insane.
And it's gone.
If you've been in crypto for a while and Kaleo's bear posting, that is insane. That means it's actually pretty bad. All the real Bo bros know what happens in August. Yeah, August will be when Bobo finally transitions finally into Solana. No, we get everything in our treasury, everything in our arsenal. We'll be fully integrated into Solana in August. So I'll be happy that it'll all finally be done with, and we'll be on our way to just moving forward. You know, it's been really long. I actually sent out more tokens today from the migration. There are some people that are, you know, still coming through, late migrators. I want to say it's probably around 24 in total this month that individually had to get, you know, their tokens sent out. I sent out like 4 or so the last couple days. 2 today, actually. 2. And yeah. So people are still getting their Bobo tokens. Also, Emblem Vault, they're doing a claim or like an airdrop. Migrate Fun is. And I guess Bobo holders, or everybody that migrated, is going to get free coins. So I don't know how much they're going to be worth or whatever, but Moo, who also used migrate.fun, is partaking in it too. So it's like a Bobo Moo collab deal. I don't know who else is doing it, but Bobo and Moo also have donated tokens to Migrate Fun, and users will be able to, I think, claim those too, or just like rewards and stuff if they stake their emblem coins. I don't know. They're gonna have like a whole deal for it, so you'll be able to get your free Migrate Fun emblem coins, and then if you stake them, you'll get rewards, and I believe other tokens like Moo and Bobo and something like that. They're gonna have a whole little rule sheet for whatever happens. Free money. Free money. Prosper. Trans Bobo. Bobo August is loading. Hey, Kaleo says Bitcoin will be 30K in August, so I
There is no second best.
don't know. Maybe that will be the best time for us to get things going. Either way, I think we did the migration at one of the best times, because the market is still kind of like in a lull, and it does feel like in the fall things will start to turn around. So sometime in the fall, maybe we'll do it and we'll turn around without Sailor. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out what happens. See here, going back. I think someone said Janny launched at the best. The Oracle of Me. Janny. Logo. Look at that Janny. Those glasses. Like the glass. Art looks really nice too. Grinding. Janny's biz right now, wreaking havoc. Jesus, pleased to meet you. Bobinas. Jesus. I remember when I made this meme. Long time ago. The Apu, the Bobo, the Moo, looking over at Wojak. It was originally someone else down here, but I replaced them with Wojak, peeking in the corner, and Moo staring at them. I was making a bunch of Moo memes at one point. I know that's kind of crazy.
And it's gone.
But I was making a bunch of Moo and Bobos at the same time. Needed more Moo for my Bobo propaganda, so. GM. Now if we go to poll, that's where we're gonna see all the groypers. See, like you'll see like on Biz, this isn't like really like groyper world. But if we go to political, pretty sure we're gonna see all kinds of stuff over here, so I might have to scroll faster. I don't know. Rippers yet? Behave? No. Everywhere. The cesspool of the internet is political. Poll is... I don't go on poll. I only go on poll if something like crazy happened and I know they're going to be posting all the crazy stuff about it. There's like a big like something like the Charlie Kirk, like when that thing transpired, I know poll was going absolutely nuts that day, so you just want to go there. It's like a big train wreck, can't look away. When schlop coin. I don't know. Go to the Twitter. Let's go to the Janny Twitter. Let's go and look at what the Jannies are doing. Jannies. Janny Coin website. Janny. MFers. What is underwear's a janitor stick? Bro. Janitor stick.
Fatality.
Bruh.
That's actually the best rendition of the meme, because that is actually a Janny. Clean it up, Janny. This is literally what every Janny looks like. I'm assuming every Janny looks exactly like this. Every 4chan janitor looks like that. 100%. Good morning. Flipping pancakes. I feel like the 3D Bobo is just ready for a movie. Like he's ready for prime time. Like I just want to make like a full-length movie of this bear. Like at least like a 15-minute, animation short. Like a Wallace and Gromit type deal of Bobo. He doesn't even have to speak. He could just be like one of those silent animation films. I feel like he's more than ready for that. It's gonna take a lot of credits to create that, though. I just gotta pay somebody. How every Cole views you as you hand him your soul. Milk. That is a cow groiper. Getting these groiper memes. Quoting this for visibility. Those concerned about the supply, the top holder is me on FOMO. Set it up that way intentionally so we could have more control and so everyone could watch me build in public while holding me accountable. Groiper army strong. Was I really the only one that didn't sell? So, the only one that didn't. Everybody wants to sell right now. It's really hard. Apparently for everyone to hold right now. Not for real though. Right now we are just building the base. Mojo. No joke. Mojo Jojo. Grizzly bear. Altcoin sell pressure hits a 5-year extreme. This is not a dip. It's a 15-month of continuous net selling on spot exchanges. Cumulative buy-sell volume differences. Alts excluding Bitcoin and ETH. Deepest negative reading data since 2020. Wow. Wow. Look at that. So people are just, they're yeeting their alts. They're not just, they just are rushing for the exits. Deepest since 2020. So yeah, that's, there you go. That is why it feels the way it does out here. Everybody's selling. Oil. Moscow right now? What's going on in Moscow? Apparently this. That's not good. So Kaleo will be on stream to discuss all things strategy and Sailor tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will probably be tuning into that because I want to hear him go off about the strategy and Sailor thing. It's gonna be watch Sailor and Kaleo go at it on a space or something. I'll be tuning into that just because I want to hear him break down everything and why he is so bearish. As someone I have never seen be bearish before. I'm gonna check that out. I'm gonna bookmark that actually. Was it tomorrow at 11 Eastern time? Okay. Now that I have automated all of my morning routines with Claude, Moscow residents in shock this morning as Ukraine lays waste to the Moscow oil refinery, one of the largest in Russia. Well, a lot of wars. Things going on right now. The memes are way funnier at higher market caps. They're always funny. Sometimes they're funny at low market caps too. That's where the bear comes in. He thinks it's funnier that way. I'll hold it to 0 if I have to. Yeah, I refuse to sell bottoms. It was Bobo cooking and Trump and Janny on the TV. With the pancakes? Yeah. Trump and Janny cleaning it up. Looks peaceful. Yeah, you know, it's just nice oil burning in the background. Most peaceful. We're gonna get a deal. We're gonna get a deal. Nothing to see here. There's gonna be a ceasefire. Gonna be a ceasefire. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Nothing to see here. Alright?
The meme coin supercycle is not just a prediction about the future. It's already happening.
It's already happening. People selling dollars for pennies right now. Out here. How are people getting paid by Rainbet, Shuffle, and Yeet and only betting like 1K slips? These people get less engagement than me. I'm out here betting 10K minimum straight bets. Not even a single casino has approached me to sponsor me. Am I just a effing nobody? Says Yogurt. Yo, he does. This dude right here, hey, if you're watching this and you're a casino, this guy right here, Yogurt, he does bet quite a bit. He bets like crazy. So he bets insane. You know who does bet a lot? But she's not here anymore. She's taking time off from crypto was Liv. Everybody's favorite influencer to scream at. Liv, ugly as duck, who everybody has an opinion on. She was pretty insane. She was the one that needed a casino deal. Because holy shit. That was he would be posting some casino rips that would make Tom Lee blush, I think. I want to feel something, says Maximus. I can barely Adius Maximus. Crybaby. Looks very peaceful. Very peaceful. Oil refinery burning. Evil Ape on kick. Still kicking. Bobina is in sometimes, you know, Bobina, I will go to those spaces and I'll just sit there. I will be in the grease trap. There'll be 4 people in the, you know, in the Bobina space. Right now, there would be 4 people if I went in there, and I would be the one in the grease trap. I would just be sitting like, you know, sometimes I'll go to the gas station like late at night and I'll just go get like a drink and I'll just sit in my car and just listen. It'd be real creepy. Creepy ass. Just go into these personal spaces and just be real creepy and just sit in there and listen. I guess Moorad would do that too. He said that on stream. So if you have like one person in your grease trap, it might be Moorad. Or it might be me. So just think that next time. It was funny. Like Moorad was just like, I'm everywhere. I was like, oh shit. He's probably watching the stream right now. Hello, Moorad.
Retail is the exit liquidity that ultimately gets dumped on.
I haven't seen him in a while, actually. He like super focused on SPX or whatever. And last time I looked at SPX, it was trying to break out of an accumulation range. Yep. And it tagged the top of it. And there's your resistance right there. The top of the accumulation range right around 440. So it's going through accumulation right now, SPX. Pretty good looking chart for an accumulation pattern. If that breaks out, probably full sense. 440. Look for a higher candle close on SPX. Anything like in the 460 range, that thing's probably gonna fly. Just so you know. Just so you know. Kins is starting to ramp back up. Kins is at 14 mil now. Everybody is in there fishing. You know, mining, chopping wood, because it pays more than real life. Fishing and mining and chopping wood. In a third world country, that's for sure. Asteroid. You know, Asteroid was trying to rally again. 37 mil right now. What's Pepe? What's the Pepe doing? Pepe's still going sideways. What are the Mog Cats doing? Whatever Pepe's doing.
Bruh.
Know why I look at your chart. Followers. Peace, says Janny. Much love. Murad had a good tweet today. Very memeable pasta. Oh, let me go check real fast. We're on Meep right now. Meep is... Why is it like so... There he is. Where's the pasta? Okay. Went downtown for the first. It already started off as great copy pasta. It already did. Went downtown for the first time in weeks. All these people walking around busy with their lives. And they have absolutely no idea SPX 6900 is going to skyrocket to 1000 and beyond.
The meme coin supercycle is not just a prediction about the future. It's already happening. The era of all crypto assets moving up in unison is over. We're all gonna make it is dead. 80% of the supply in the hands of insiders. This is completely broken. Goes without saying that this does not build community.
Oh, you were saying peace out to somebody else, but I can't see it in the chat. Oh, the chat's all choppy. Just getting random chats every once in a while. Went downtown for the first time in weeks. Pretty crazy, because all these people busy with their lives. Their little lives. They have absolutely no idea that SPX 6900 is gonna skyrocket to $1,000 and beyond. No idea. I have no idea. Now I'm gonna be, walking around tomorrow, and I'm gonna be like, wow, these people have no idea that SPX 6900 is going to $5 billion. We're all gonna make it is dead. We're all gonna make it is dead. I'm not stopping until we achieved total Groiper victory. Well, Himothy. My timeline is just Himothy cooking Groiper memes. And then, literally this. That's my timeline right now.
Bruh.
Himothy. And then, just a bunch of that. Holy smokes. A Walmart receipt from 1997. All that shit for $29. How cool. Let's go back to Dex real quick, see what's popping off. Volume. Cards popping off. But you see what I'm saying though? Like crypto, that's how I know it's supposed to be the bottom. Like this feels like a crypto bottom, like big time, because it's the middle of the week and it feels like a weekend. It's been feeling like a weekend during the weekdays for a while now. And like anybody that's left on the timeline is just like squashing the beef, because if you're still here, it's like really respectable, like that's why like even like me and Alchemist or me and anyone who I fought with for years, we're just like, hey, you're here, I'm here, we're just gonna coexist, bro, because this shit is pretty fucked right now.
Bruh.
Just like shout out to the people that are still out here grinding, trying to make it. Mad respectable right now. 39 trillion. Pull up that world debt clock. Are you holding any UFD? No, but I respect the hustle. Ron, that's like another one. I'm just like, I respect the hustle. I make bear memes, I make bear meme content, and I rip on charts and stuff like that, but I respect the hustle out here. But UFD is another one of those that'll benefit greatly from a bull market. I'm holding some Bobo. This agony of defeat. Bobo Council accepts you into the club. Welcome to Bear Council. We are the delusional ones who still believe. Yeah, you gotta be delusional. Bulls will win in the end.
The meme coin supercycle is not just a prediction about the future. It's already happening.
And it's really some truth to that. Because that is, I guess I was pretty delusional when I was sticking around too through those bear markets. I was delusional when I was telling everybody to buy Bitcoin at $3,000. I was delusional when I was trading, Ethereum at $80 during DeFi summer, and we were all so excited when we got the Uniswap airdrop. And everybody was like, the Uniswap airdrop was, I think it was like $1,000 or something, or it was like $200 to $1,000. And everyone's like, man, it was $200 or $1,000. Why does everybody talk about it like it was something crazy? Well, it's because Ethereum was like $60 or something at the time. So it was like a couple ETH. And then Ethereum ran up to like, I don't know, it was like 3,000. So, and people were flipping ETH with that free money they got from Uniswap, and they were like running it up just because there was like new DeFi protocols and stuff like that popping up every day. So people were having a lot of fun trading with like a free bankroll. And you gotta think like those, smaller countries, that was a lot of money just to get for free. And like that was like the first time everybody got airdropped. It was like a new thing, and everybody was like, what the hell is this? How did we all get free money? And it just started a whole new meta. Everybody was starting to do airdrops, and yeah. So, being delusional paid off. It takes a little delusion to be successful. 100%. 100%. Get these gamblers off my screen, dog. This is a disgrace, says Yogurt.
Bruh.
Manifest. Farmtown. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to buy a coin called Farmtown. I'm sure it's a good game, right? Isn't Farmtown like that game on like Facebook and like my grandma plays? Or is that like, I don't know, bro. I'm not. Be kind of worried about buying a coin called Farmtown. I hope you do well though. Ansem Black Bull. That's been, a funny one that's been trying to hold 1 mil market cap. It's literally a farming token. Have you seen the game Frag? Fragger? No. Frags.fun. Blue, it's like blue versus red or something. Art's okay. It's just chopping sideways. Let me go to their Twitter real quick. Their X account. Okay. But this is what I'm saying. People are like, everybody's spawning these games or whatever. But I mean, they do this every day in Roblox. So why not crypto? So I don't have a problem with all these games, spawning up out of nowhere. At least it's something, Roblox and Fortnite, they spawn up new games every single day, and none of them are tokenized. You see what I'm saying? Like, if PumpFun had like the same type of, gaming section, like maybe they should do like just a whole gaming token section. PumpFun, just have like thumbnails for all the games. Like you can just join. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. So it would look like a Roblox, like you just kind of scrolling through and entering games, lobbies and shit. I don't know. There's just a lot of different ways, like PumpFun or like the Solana ecosystem could branch out like that. I don't know. They might be onto something here, bigger than just like a meta. If it like finally starts taking off, and like AI helps that a lot too, because people can spin up these games a lot faster. Total Groiper victory will be ours, says Timothy. Timothy is he's cooking right now. How many Mumus are there? I saw one migrated. Mumu on Solana is it's like the premier Mumu. So I know there's a lot of other Mumus. The Mumus on ETH, there was a lot of people in Mumu on ETH because Bobo was on ETH for a very long time. And Mumu on Sol is the one that migrated on Migrate Fund. So That's the Moo we're rocking with now. Moo would be like, "What do you mean now? You weren't rocking with us before?"
Bruh.
And then post a meme of Bobo exploding comments. But yeah, that's this is a game, frags.fun. So they're making like, there will be over 640 gun skins. You will be able to roll through the loot box. Been like CS:GO. Little Arab map should now be running smoother. Added more spawn points. Gotta start gaming and making some token money. Testing a new map. This will easily be the best map in the game. You know, there's a lot of people out there that make games and stuff, and maybe this will be great for them. Kind of just whip up some stuff and get it out there on Solana. Yeah, here we go. Dev, 10-year experience, 1 million Steam downloads. And now he's like, shit, maybe I can hook some stuff up on here, make a tokenized game and see where it goes. Frags.fun. I gotta dive deeper into that because I was diving into the cards thing. Now cards could take off, but I gotta keep an eye on this game meta too. So this is like this is why I'm bullish too, because it's like the meta's kind of like, you could see it's trying to transform. Like we're trying to get bullish, we're trying to find a reason to be excited in the space again, to buy again. Like this is how things started early, like in the NFT phase. You know, CryptoPunks dropped, they were like 200, like 100 a piece. I think they were like, wasn't CryptoPunks a free mint? Some shit like that? I don't know. But they were selling like 100, like 200 a piece. Just really early on stuff. Stuff starts to snowball into something more. So you just gotta kind of keep an eye out for that stuff. That's why I'm like the trading card meta definitely feels like that. Games, well, just getting a little more interesting. And then you have Bobo, the bear character that just rules over them all. Every game needs Bobo, by the way. Do not be afraid to put Bobo in there as your villain character. If you want to see him explode, you want to throw grenades at him, do whatever you want. Just make sure Bobo's in your game. But yes, total Groiper victory will be ours. And I believe I have been streaming for, it has to be 2 hours because I check every time at 2 hours. You want to just make sure. 2 hours. It's been 2 hours. I tell you, every single time I check it, it's been 2 hours. I have like a little internal clock that goes off every time I stream for 2 hours. So I think that's it. I think that's it. We looked at everything, and I'm gonna stream some tomorrow. I did Claude coding all day today, and I have so many things that'll be automated now. So now, like the Telegram will have those daily market news events automated automatically, so they're not just randomly. Every single day around 7 a.m. you'll get your market news. Market close, you'll get market news. Stock Twits is being automated now. Yeah, Bobo is going to be automated everywhere. We're going to look into Instagram, TikTok, all kinds of automation everywhere. Automated. Get Bobo out there. So on top of the agents being automated, you're going to have all the Bobo council members just trolling on the timeline, posting memes too. Very, very interesting stuff. With that being said, that has been my time, and I do thank you all for yours. And as always, the target remains not 1 penny, not 2 cents, not 3 cents, not 1 nickel, not 25 cents, not 50 cents. It remains Bobo Billions. Dollar valuations. Stop thinking in millions, start thinking in billions. That's how we get out of this. Okay? I do believe that's how.
He knows I ate sausage and olives and
Look what
onions
you did, you little jerk.
My Hawk meme coin is live!